All right, do the thing. Do it all.
Hey, it's Auntie Jenney here.
It's Seneca Riley. We back again up in this middle.
Okay, so we're just gonna jump right into today's episode. And we want to thank you first for growing with us and your patience as we learn how to do this and learn how to navigate through here. So, but
Most definitely.
jumping right into it, something pissed me off today.
And honestly, if you get to know it, that's every day.
don't harm our listeners' ears.
Yeah.
So what pissed me off was I'm scrolling through Facebook, and I will get you the name of the woman who posted this, and I will get you the name of her channel. I feel like that's important, but I haven't got it yet because as you know, when you scroll up, you lose things. So scrolling through, and I hear this woman saying out loud that if you date a man that makes $50,000 or less, you are a bottom of the barrel woman.
Oh man.
It hurt my whole being, my whole soul, because
I'm only making $10K. What the hell? No,
yeah, and he's an amazing man. So
I'm just joking.
But no, if he was making $10K, he would still be amazing. That's what I meant. But what irritates me about it, and Seneca can contest to this all day long. The whole purpose of me starting this podcast and asking him to join me, and him and I, we put a lot of thought and time into this, was based off of how terrible the men were being treated out here in the dating world. Specifically, I got a lot of ammo from the group, Are We Dating the Same Guy? I know you guys are all familiar with that.
Yeah. Honest, and then, being coming from a male perspective too, like, I mean, I can see some of the issues that women go through, because we're not, like, totally siding on, just with men, I mean, we understand what women have to deal with men as well, so we have that aspect of it, but these groups are pretty nasty.
They're pretty nasty, which is, as most people who know me understand, I've been through it. I'm not different than any other woman, except for there's one key ingredient: accountability. Accountability keeps me from hating men. Accountability keeps me from being mad about my past, I've been through assault, all of it. Accountability keeps me able to love and date, and, I don't know about the dating part. I really don't like dating. But it keeps me from being able to, I don't have to block off my love anymore. But what do you think, Seneca Riley?
When it's pertaining to the whole money situation, I just think it's I think we've kind of gone too far off the reservation when it comes to just the basics of dating, and when it comes to a man and a woman. Like, we've gotten so far off the reservation because I feel like social media, TV, and all that plays a part in it. People see these extravagant lives and people living their best lives, but I mean, and you pull up some statistics too. I know.
I pull up some statistics. Yeah. That's the first thing you told me. Get your statistics ready.
That's where I want to lead up to. It's like, we understand that we see these things and there's these trends going, but let's be realistic. Let's be fucking realistic here. Like, men are not really balling like that. Not your everyday average guys who's not fucking an NBA player, an NFL player, a hip hop artist or an R&B artist who's making a lot of money, or an actor. Like, nobody's out, and the regular run of the mill people. Or what is the statistics?
Okay, so here's the most recent. This is January 2024. Most recent statistics on wages. And now, mind you, these women are making these videos post our podcast. This is post COVID and everything else. We all know that the economy, was turned upside down, unless you're a female who wasn't working in the first place. So let me just say this. Yes, I got my jab in there. Currently, the number of people, period, in the United States that make $80,000 to $100,000. Y'all gonna be shocked. 7.6%. That's it. Making between 80. They included 80 in it this year. 80 and 100.
Is this a credible source we're talking about?
This is a very credible source because I went to multiple of them. I went to the state website. I went to the consensus website.
Okay.
So that's that, or the census. Also, 10%, only 10% make 60 to 80,000. okay, per year. 26% or 20%, I'm sorry, stay right around 40 to 60,000 per year. And 24, this is the majority, guys, make between 20,000 and 40,000 per year. So we've already stated time and again all over the world, even with these women, that it's becoming necessary to have a two-income household.
Why are you always saying
these women that we're talking about.
The specific group
yeah,
of
these women. That's why I use the word
that's
these.
Why I wanted to like
yeah, instead of just say
out.
women, I say these women, because these women that are making these calls for this they're not even looking at the reality of the fact that we have to have two incomes to make it.
I mean, and that's where we are as a society. You know, and then also another factual stat is that we are in recession. I mean, that's where we are as a country right now. So the fact that women are coming down hard on men is not like exceeding in certain things and not making that 100K or over 100K. But let's be realistically, even if you're making over 100K, let's talk about the taxes that you get here, because rich people don't like taxes. Mm-hmm. So, you know, even if you're making 100K realistically and you're getting paid a salary, like, I mean, you're not getting all of that 100K. You're really walking with about 50 or 60 at the end of the day. And that's why you say, statistics says that with the average person is about 59.
Yeah.
Right?
And then we got to calculate in the cost of living is extremely high. The cost, I mean, rents, mortgage, down payments on houses, down payments even to rent, food is through the roof, where an item probably even just last year that cost $4 would now cost $9 at the grocery store.
Yeah. I know this for a fact because shoot, I'm a bachelor guy, mm-hmm. and I was spending what? I mean, you've been to the store with me too. Well, a couple of times. Mm-hmm. I was spending like $80 to $90 to get a nice little. Now it's anywhere from $150 to $200 mm-hmm. for just one person.
And
so what I want to understand is, women. Let's talk about this. Y'all send questions to the podcast, whatever, but let's talk about this thing. Like, how could you expect? And you guys put out these unrealistic expectations. Like they posted online about places that women want to go eat.
On first date.
Morton Steakhouse. Like,
on
what
first dates. Like, I don't even know if I like you.
And then women are crying online about, oh my God, I take me this. And, and I see there's brothers and men out there that's standing up now saying, I've seen a whole video where dude was like, where the chick brought a whole friend. Dude was like, I ain't paying for them. I'm not paying. This is me and your date. I'm not paying for your friends. Yeah.
And so then they have their names tarnished. They're posted on the internet. These women are videoing them and putting them on the internet and telling only one side of what's going on. And so now they want these men to be confident enough to even spend that much money on a first date. First of all, we don't know if you're a man or a woman. That's something men have to deal with. Okay. We don't know that you're really what you look like, what you present yourself as, because catfish is another thing that we've been dealing with. And then we don't know what you're bringing to the table.
Catfish is just foolish in the first place.
It is foolish, but these dudes are,
some of these guys don't care either way. But here's the deal. Like, these apps and dating apps are creating and getting more creative. You can do video talk with someone before you meet them and say, hey, what's up? And the people that want video and want to stick to the text and stuff are the people that you really have to say, you know what? You ain't real. If we can't get this on video, it ain't never been done. This ain't the thing.
Yeah, if we don't just want to have a video chat like right out the gate, like first of all, like I don't even think anybody's ever asked me to do that. I just do it right away. I just send a video of myself talking. Like I want you to see my personality. See my face,
and then you want to look how they talk and how they respond. If they looking you in the eyes, if they're being real, if they slick talking, if they quick talking, like you just know. You just know. You know what I mean? And so I think we need to take more precaution in knowing who we're dealing with. And I mean, this is still in the same context when we're talking about women who, with their expectations, they're very high. You know what I mean? Especially considering the average guy is not even making over $70K a year. You know what I mean? It's like, what's going on? Like, why do you have these expectations? And do you want a man to break himself, even with the responsibilities that he has as being a father, or being a man that still has the weight of the world on his shoulders and still trying to pay bills and things like that, but he want to be loved? And like we spoke about in the first podcast, he wants that dopamine kick. That romantic love, we all seek it. So
we all want love.
With that piece missing, he's seeking for that. But does he have to go in debt just to find that piece?
That part, and then I'm gonna get to the part real quick that really pissed me off, because this isn't new. We've heard these videos, these podcasts, we've seen it all for a long time.
Right.
That's not new. The new part is you're a bottom of the barrel woman. So now you're gonna attack those of us who don't decide to use men for their money and don't decide to really care about a look. From my standpoint as a woman, I take care of myself, and that might be the difference between me and some of these. Okay, I take care of myself. I work. I have what I need, but I would like to have a partner in life. Having a partner makes things easier. It makes things, you can do more with two people. We all know that. 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 hands. But at the end of the day, I don't care how much money he makes. I care, is he the type of man that's going to take care of his?
Right. I think women should definitely, and I think that would save all of us a lot of trouble. If people would more so pay attention to the character of the people that they're talking to and the character of the people they're trying to court. Excuse me, I used a very biblical term, the traditional term, court, but someone that they're trying to get to know and be friends with. Like, it's just, you got to get to know these people, and that's what the dating part is for. You date them to get to know them. Everybody's jumping, they're jumping steps. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, and then they're mad. They're mad.
3 or 4 steps. You know what I mean?
And then they're mad. Going back to what we talked about yesterday, they're mad when a man says, "What do you bring to the table?" And I don't. And here's why he's asking questions like that. If I'm going to come out of pocket and you expect me to make a certain dollar amount in order to even just sit down and have a meal with you, why?
Well, I mean,
what is it that's so great? Tell me what I'm paying for.
But here's another thing is that we want somebody to meet us on the level that we are. And I understand some women who are already established and have their things together, but they want somebody to be either above them or either equal, right? So there's an understanding there, right? So you stress that and you articulate that through your bios or through your first conversation or through your friends, whatever. You let them know what your expectations are from the jump, right?
So from a man's perspective, which would be closer to the bottom of the barrel? The woman who wanted to get to know you for you, or the woman who expected you to make over $50,000?
I mean, jeez, honestly, every day, all day, I'm gonna go with the woman that wants me for me.
So
would
I be considered bottom of the barrel in choices?
There's categories with this thing. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean by want me for me? You know what I mean? Like, because me is also my penis too. You know what I mean? Like, well,
what I'm saying is, like, there's women that say, okay, already out the gate, if you don't make 50,000, if you make 50,000, they didn't even say if you don't make. They said if you make $50,000, which is the average, guys, all over the United States right now. Okay, that's the average around the whole United States. But these women are saying, if you make $50,000, I won't date you. There's women like me who say, okay, as long as I see that you're a hardworking man and that you're willing to take care of yours and that you're not taking from me, I want to get to know you. I want to, what can we build together? Like, what can we do with this? Because it